Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. As mentioned in the title, this is my first time playing any of the Cities Skylines games, and it's just a game that I've watched other people play before on YouTube, but I've never tried it myself. So finally I thought, why not, let's give it a try and see how it goes. So yeah, this is the first ever city that I'm trying to build here, and yeah, I thought I should make a series out of them and share with people who may be interested. Now I also have to mention that I am pretty new to recording this game while I'm playing, so there's going to be a lot of learning curves, I'm pretty sure, but just bear with me, and yeah, hopefully I can improve it as we go along. So the first thing that I did was I zoned some industrial lands to be built, but then I realized that there's no power, so I went ahead with connecting the power lines and putting in the power stations. Also for the sewage and the water, that's basically what I'm doing right now, just connecting the lines here. Eventually the sewage that I put there, the location's got to be changed, because I did realize that they will end up contaminating the water that's going into the city. So here what I'm doing is just the first kind of main street of the town, just lined up with commercial zoning, and I kind of did this 2-lane road, one direction 2-lane roads, which I will end up continuing quite a lot actually, with just low-rise single-family homes on both sides, I think, mostly on the upper side. Now for the 2-lane roads that go in each direction, I started putting some townhomes on them, because I thought they were more like main roads, and it would make sense for them to have a bit more density on them. So that's basically what I'm doing here, and I'm gonna continue that as the street grows. Yeah, pretty much. And I'm pretty sure I end up adding some smaller apartments, like higher density apartments, in between the townhomes. And yep, just going in with some more commercial zoning here, because the demand was there for it. Now here I go in with the first clinic for the town, and I try to kind of center it across the streets that go in each direction there. Looks pretty nice. I'm pretty sure, did I upgrade it? I can't remember. But yeah. Now here I go in with a cemetery for the town, and yeah, I kind of located it kind of on the outskirts of the town, just because I wasn't too sure how the layout of the streets were gonna continue. But yeah, I added this street. I connected it to the other side just for easier access. And for now, I like the spot of it. It's not like too within the city, but it's still accessible. And this is the first school that I added. And I upgraded it as well. I love the upgrades, to be honest. Like, as soon as I put something, I want to upgrade. And yeah, that's the first apartment, I'm pretty sure, that I zoned. Kind of in a random spot. But yeah, even these like single family homes that I'm putting, the ones that are like too close to the industrial area, I wasn't a big fan of. And here is where I go in with the medium density apartments with in between the townhomes. Mostly, some of them actually have the 2x2 squares, and that's where I put it. And just some more commercial space along that street. Here I go in with a roundabout for the intersection. Just for the short time that I've played the game, I'm getting a sense that the roundabouts move traffic pretty well, so I kind of like them. So here I continue with expanding the city. These are the first tiles that I bought. And I'm gonna continue that 2-lane one-way road, because I just kind of like how it's working out. And it's the same deal again. What am I doing here? Oh, the trees. I really like how the trees they get added to the side of the street themselves, and they prevent parking, which I liked, because in that like little area where cars can turn around, I wasn't a big fan of having parking there, cars parked there. Now I'm going back in with the townhomes again, and this time I'm deliberately leaving 2 squares in between where I can go ahead and add some medium density apartments there, because I just like the variation. They kind of look cool. See, I just like that there, and they're pretty small apartments, so they're not really like overwhelming to the rest of the street. And just for the single family homes, same deal. I'm just continuing the streets. And what is that? We're now a large village, so it's pretty nice. Just added another connection for those houses. And yeah, So I'm gonna go back in and add a few more tiles because demand for industrial is up to. I did locate the industrial part of the city by the waterfront here, but as the game went through, I'm kind of regretting that decision because I feel like it eats up all the land by the water, and that's just not ideal for me, to be honest. So I am going to be expanding it a lot more as the game goes on, but maybe down the line that is something I will move out of that area. And again, going back in with the townhomes, and wherever there's like another street connection, I add like medium density housing. And this is one of the main roads that comes in from the highway. I just extended that a bit, and yeah, just made another connection to it for all the new houses coming in. The two-lane one-way direction roads, they were extended a bit more, and here now I'm just doing another street where I thought they would end at. And what I'm planning down the line is that as the street gets closer to this one, the new one, it's going to be more of a denser area in terms of apartments. But yeah, coming up to it, again, townhomes and some apartments in between. So yeah, I just expanded the streets a bit more, and this area I was thinking it would be like a little office park by the main road, and we're getting a bit more higher, taller apartments here. But yeah, yet again, I'm gonna continue extending the street. I thought that was it, but I forgot. I keep going. I go for more, and just some more higher density apartments where there are like intersections. And in terms of the single family homes, I just have so for the lower density single family homes, I'm just going in with the same style of streets here again. They just run parallel to each other. What I do like about it is the zoning that it gives. You kind of get like more dense and even zoning for the houses, but it does look pretty suburbia, but even this whole area, I think it will be a suburban once I'm done with it, or once the city grows, uh, or something in between the downtown and the suburban parts of the city. So that's fine for now. And for the main road again, just townhomes and smaller apartments along the one direction roads. I'm kind of liking how this whole street is turning out. Actually, it's kind of dense but not too dense, and I think it'll be cool once it's fully developed. So this is where I placed the elementary school for this neighborhood, and I kind of wanted to break up the whole grid layout for the streets. So I'm just doing the road without the sidewalks here, and having a connection to the back main road. Alright, so I do get distracted pretty easily playing this game. I was just trying to come up with something around the school, but I realized that the traffic is pretty bad. And coming in from the highway into the town, and I thought I should just come up with something simple so it would take some pressure uh, off of the main road going into the town. Now the only highway that I have unlocked currently is the 2-lane one with one lane going in each direction. So that's just, I gotta use it the best that I can. And honestly, I'm not even that good at making these roads or highways. So yeah, do forgive me if they look terrible and weird. But yeah, this is just a small exit coming off of the highway into this street, which hopefully the residents will decide to take. But I'm pretty sure I will go back in for more tweaks around that area. Now for the backside of the elementary school, I went in with some trees just alongside the road, just thought it would look nice, and it kind of makes sense for a school to have some green spaces all around it. And this is where I start with the street layout, where the school backs onto. So I did go in. What is this? We're a boom town now. So I went in with a street layout kind of similar to the main boulevard, if you would say, with 2-lane, one direction roads, and they kind of loop and get connected at the end. And I had some trouble connecting them, especially trying to make them look even and nice as they could. But yeah, pretty much that's what I'm doing here. And what I plan to do for these two roads is, again, some medium density apartments, and for the smaller streets, just going with some townhomes. So I do want this area to be more dense in comparison to all the single family homes just to the right of it. So the main road is going to be now all medium density apartments, and the side streets will be townhomes instead of single family homes. And with this street in particular here, I went in with, just because I just got the high density apartments unlocked, I just went in with some 3x4 squares for the high density, because I kind of like that main street to be like dense, especially towards that 4-lane street. So yeah, that's what I'm basically doing here, just connecting it from that other neighborhood as well, aside from the street beside the school. Here we're going in to the industrial area and expanding a bit more. Again, the location is not where I want it to be, and hopefully we'll move it down the line. But yeah, for now, the demand is there for industrial, so I do have to expand it, and I couldn't spend too much money on the tiles to kind of like move them outside the city area. But yeah, I'm just going along the water, and yeah, pretty much this street. Let's see if I zoom in. Nope. But that whole loop, yeah, this area is kind of fully built now behind the school, and I'm liking it. I'm liking how it's turning out. In terms of that 4-lane street right there, I'm going with some high density apartments here, and just doing I think they're 3x4 squares, because I don't want them to be extremely tall. I just want there to be density, but not like too much. And I just realized that this road is not connected because it's one way, so I had to put like a little connection there for that apartment to be able to access all the services. And just adding another street here, and pretty sure I'm gonna go in with some townhomes to fill in the zoning there. Now here I'm realizing that the water is contaminated, and it's because the sewage is right beside the water pumps. So that's gonna be moved. They cannot be beside each other, so that's the first mistake that I made. And I just kind of relocated them a bit further down, so they're not really in close proximity to each other. Hopefully that'll fix everything. Alright, here I'm going in with the last section of the one-way two-lane streets that we started in the beginning, and because I just think the street's gonna end somewhere, right? And I'm doing the 6-lane street perpendicular to it, where they can kind of just... At first I thought I would make it into like an on-ramp, but then I was thinking it would be hard to make a ramp coming into the street. Like going out was kind of easy, even though it would look weird. But so I just thought, why not just connect them and have intersections basically. So yeah, this is like a 6-lane street where I do try to divide it up for a section right here. Honestly, I'm not sure why I did this. I just thought it would look cool. But yeah, this is what I ended up with. I will go ahead and put some trees in that area in between the road, but I don't know what's gonna happen with that whole thing. Yeah. Alright, what else are we gonna do here? So, and this is just a little area up here where I thought it would be nice to have a mix of townhomes and small apartments, just because the demand was there, to be honest. Nothing special. Okay, so here I thought, let's kind of make this main street a bit nicer. So I'm getting rid of the trees that are randomly placed in between the roads, and I thought I would go in with streets on each direction all the way through the boulevard. So yeah, I just went in with mature trees and basically covered the whole area like this. Honestly, I gotta say, I'm liking this street a whole lot myself. Like if I were to live somewhere in this town right now, it would be on this street. Cause let me zoom in. Just look how beautiful it looks. Honestly, I really like this. So yeah, pretty nice for now. Okay, so going back to the traffic and that little off ramp that I made there, I'm realizing that even though um, majority of the residents are choosing to exit from there, the traffic is still insane because now no one's using the one further down, like no one's going into the town. So here I thought I should make the highway, the 2-lane highway, and kind of make it easier for them to go upwards into the city rather than having to drive through the streets. Now again, guys, this is the first time I'm playing this game, so it's gonna be a challenge for me to make these roads, especially the highways, and coming up with all the ramps and stuff. So yeah, I do ask for your forgiveness for having to watch me try to make these. This will be one of the first exits into the city from the new highway, with a tunnel off ramp going underneath the highway into the city, and a connecting ramp that comes into the highway where they can use to exit the city. And it's not that bad. It's not the best, but it's not that bad. And yeah, hopefully they'll use it and it'll be functional. But I am gonna go in and add more exits to the new highway. Alright, so here I'm just finishing up another connection into the city from the new highway. I mean, it doesn't look that efficient, but I think it will do the job for now. So this is now two connections into the city from the highway, from the new two-lane highway. And I do want to make it into three actually, just because I think it'll be more efficient. Going in with some more industrial here because the demand was there. And yeah, pretty much. Okay, so we're finishing up the third connection into the city from the new highway, and it's basically another bridge with entrances and exits from each side. And now taking a look back to the whole main road and the highway coming in, it seems to be fine now with the traffic. Everything's moving, even though there's a lot of cars. But I mean, it's probably going to end up being packed once I build out this area. But for now, it seems fine. And hopefully by then, we're going in with some sort of public transit to help alleviate the traffic, the car traffic. And yeah, basically the 3-lane, the 6-lane road that I had, I ended up connecting it to the highway at the top. So we kind of have this whole loop going around the city now. Okay, so I do want to use the high density apartment zoning that is now available for me. And I kind of came up with this new road here. And from it, I'm going to do these 2-lane roads where I'm going to have apartments uh, exactly like the same size. Because I want them to look as if they were built at the same time, kind of like by the same company. You know, I was going in for that look here. So I'm going with, what are these? 4x4s, I think. And as the look of it, like from the cranes, they're going to be pretty tall. So I do like that. And so I feel like once they're done, it's going to look like it was a project done at the same time, where all of them kind of look the same. Now the first 6 buildings that I built, their zoning was 4x4 squares, and these ones I think I made them bigger by mistake. So even though I kind of like these buildings, I still wanted them to be similar to the ones in the first street. So I'm going back in with 4x4 tiles, but then I realized that Um, they were building 2 apartments. Again, I don't want that. I wanted them to be similar in style and height, just for this specific street. Um, Not necessarily like other areas of the city, but yeah, just trying to figure out like what I did in the beginning that I had those buildings. Alright, so this area is now almost fully built out, and this is kind of what I was going for. I like them. And yeah, let's see what else. This area is a little questionable, honestly. I don't know what it's gonna end up being. But alright, what's going on here? So I think we just need some uh, more streets connecting the electricity to the rest of the city, because there was a bottleneck, I think. Went in with a roundabout here because, as I said, I feel like the roundabouts, they do a pretty good job with the traffic. And yeah, just added a fire station here because we were in desperate need of it in this part of the city. And look at those buildings there. Very nicely placed. I like them. Alright, so this is going to be a wrap for the first episode of me playing Cities Skylines. And if you've come across this video, I hope you've enjoyed it. Feel free to leave me a comment and give me suggestions if you've ever played the game before of what I might be doing wrong or what I could be doing to build a better city. Now, I am hoping to continue this series and continue with this city and hopefully with cities in the future, other cities in the future. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And I forgot to say, the city's called King City. You might have read it there. So, at the end of the first episode, we have a population of just over 30,000. And yeah, the city's kind of coming together. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. And please let me know if there's anything I can do to improve the way I record or the way I play this game. Thank you for watching.